Why could you lie to us? It's not 12. It is 12. It's 12 now. Which, you know, means it's stream time. See, I actually just timed it perfectly because I'm a fucking gigabrain. Sorry, I'm turning stuff on. Alright, but hello everybody. It has been a minute. I am aware. I was in exams and also just very stressed, so we were not streaming. And to be real, I was gonna stream yesterday, and I may or may not have forgotten that my wife streams on Fridays. So we didn't stream because I was gonna stream in the evening, and I was like, oh wait, no, I can't do that. Whoops. Sorry, no, I'm the dumbass who forgot. But hello everybody. So, a bit of a public service announcement. We are done, I think, with YouTube video one-shots beyond holster. The reason being is we have reached the less than legitimate means of completion part of the challenge. Because I do not have 300 hours to give searching for God tier RNG. So, things are a tiny bit altered for Sentient Pest. And I will explain that when we get there. But we are doing Sentient Pest today, and then after that, I don't know. I would probably have to investigate the game files again. I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Dr. Brains 008? Alright, but to show you guys what we're doing is because Sentient Pest cannot be one-shot via a critical hit, I am running Executor with skill attack build. I'm going, waiting to get a haircut. I mean, huge. I need one of those. And you may be wondering, Max, why are we running skill attack? That's why. Because that is how we're going to one-shot Sentient Pests. Now, Executor, on the surface, is not the best character to do this. Because this weapon is a Strength Faith weapon, Executor is Dex Arcane. So, there are better characters for this. I believe I did the numbers, and it's Undertaker's the best, Wilder's second best, Raider's third best. So, theoretically, I should be using one of those three characters. The reason we're using Executor is because Executor can actually stagger Sentient Pests, and then I click L2, so he stays in the splooge. Now, what is the less than legitimate means? So, I crunched the numbers on this to give you guys the math of what this would take. So, the only possible way of one-shotting Sentient Pests, there are two ways. There is getting Grafted Dragon and Maurice in the same run. The other option is to get Grafted Dragon with 21% skill attack power, and the entire rest of the inventory is also 21% skill attack power. So 6 21 skill attack power buffs. In the Maurice run, you need 4 21% skill attack powers. So the chance of that happening is very low. And I accidentally closed my Desmos that I used to do the math, but the chance of that occurring is like 0.02%. It's possible. You can drop a Grafted Dragon with 21% skill attack power. It's possible. In fact, of all the legendaries, that's one of the easiest ones to get. But it is so incredibly unlikely that I do not have 300 hours to spend searching for that RNG. And for the Maurice option, it's also about 0.02%, interestingly enough. So, I looked at the game files and I did the math and I was like, okay, what can I change that is technically possible? What RNG can I manipulate here or get rid of to make it consistent? What is the minimum I have to do to make this feasible? And that was it, is the Grafted Dragon. So, we are, yes, everyone, we are cheating. But this is technically possible RNG. I'm going to be transparent with it, that this is possible RNG, and I just don't want to waste 400 hours of my life. So, Estelle will always drop a 21% skill attack power Grafted Dragon. Because that is the only way that we are doing this before 2030. Hey, Jackass buddy, welcome in. Hello, hello. So let us jump into it. Start task botting the boss. Alright, Night Rain task incoming. So, I'm going to show you the general concept of what we're doing. I'm the guy who commented 10 times yesterday. Oh, yeah, I know. Bro, I'm going to be straight up with you. At the very least, you could have put them on one big reply chain. If you go to the replies, it's just... At least make them one reply chain, brother. Can't wait for one-shotting all opponents in Duskbloods. I would rather kill myself. I do appreciate, like, the engagement, though. It's actually, it is very much appreciated. As much time. Oh, okay. Devious crits. Fuck, stop it. I don't want to see him. Make it seem like I'm actually unappreciative of an engagement. I am. I just found it funny. Honestly, so already go ahead and ditch the katana. So we are looking for a full inventory of 21% skill attack power. We also, for this run, we want to pick up affinity attack power, not physical attack power, because the L2 on Grafted Dragon is pure affinity damage, not physical damage. I got one request for you. Let's hear it. Does he know, chat? Wow, we are going crazy on Stone Sword keys this run. Excellent. Additionally, I don't know if Grafted Dragon L2 benefits from melee attack power. Because melee attack power is... Can you do a quad stats build, please, next game? I guess with, what, Dreadlord Relic, it's... Okay, affinity attack power. We can do normal Night Rain runs in 2028 when I'm done with this challenge. I've talked about this before. The problem with doing normal Night Rain runs right now is that if I get the RNG, I need to do a one-shot on the, like, a run where I'm not actually trying to one-shot and therefore not capable of pulling off the one-shot. It will just be devastating. I'm trying to think of what I want to do once I'm done with the challenge, though. What's my next big challenge run? Like, thing I'm doing on stream. So I don't think it's going to be normal Night Rain. Oh, that's not true, actually. So once we're done with this challenge run and I've edited and posted the video, I'm going to be playing Sekiro for the first time. That's part of the plan. Let's go back power. I've played so much Executor that I'm bound to be good at Sekiro, right, guys? Right? It's got Sacred Order on it. I don't think that helps me. I don't think we're killing any undead this run. Maybe. Wait, you haven't played Sekiro yet? Nope, I never got around to it. Alright, we gotta kill the Black Knife because I need a little bit more money for Big Merchant. Oh, devious back shots. That is an early circle. It's also a really bad circle because that means we can't do North Everjail. Okay. Kill these idiots. Gotta kill them fast. The issue is we're only level 3, and I don't really have anything beyond skill attack power buffs. Which I don't even think my L2 in Dog benefits from. And the L2 on Curse Sword is weird with skill attack buffs. It doesn't, like, scale as much as you think it would. What? Me when my deflects don't function? I'm so good at this game, chat. Alright, whatever, that's a reset. Bofa sucks. I don't like Bofa. See, I'm kind of in this weird position with this route of I want to level up to 4 to kill Bofa. Because the difference between 3 and 4 is like a lot. And so that makes it a lot easier to kill Bofa. The issue is if I level up to 4, I don't have as much money for Big Merch. And I need money for that. Big Merch is really early in this route, so I'm not quite sure what the best move is. Sekiro is my favorite game, just got the best mechanic. I'm looking forward to it. No, this is not Deep of Night. This is normal because a lot of one-shots on depth 5 I'm pretty sure are impossible. And depth 1 and 2 one-shots are actually easier than standard because Deep Relics will give you like a 30-ish% on average damage boost. And I believe the depth 2 HP buff is around like 20%. Maybe a little more than that. Okay, that is enough to level up, so we do that. Alright, let's just not fucking die to Bofa this time. I know. Crazy idea. Don't die. I think I'm going to level up to 4, and then if I just don't buy anything from Small Merchant until later in the run, that's probably the better move. No, I don't want that. Got flesh. Fleesh. Yeah, so I'm going to skip Small Merchant. I'm going to skip it until later. That run didn't have North Everjail anyways, so it was, like, kind of already a little limiting in how much damage we could get from Everjails. Blood on Night is the free shit ever. Oh, he lived. Stop it. We also really don't want to see an affinity attack power. on, like, Blood on Night or Bofa, because we really do want those 10k runes. Runes are so tight early on. The Seed also has a Morgott raid on day 2. But, like, that's perfectly fine because we've got plenty of extra time in day 2 because Final Circle is over here. So that means we kill Loretta and Agil rather quickly. Do you also hate Stone-type bosses? I don't know what that means. What is a Stone-type boss? And you fucking don't. Okay. These fucking chuds. I'll take item discovery. It's also got parry on it, which has some marginal help. Or help. Yes, it has some marginal help. Marginal use. It's on a small shield too, so it's small shield parry, which is more than usable. Like the Stone Cats or the Fallen Star Beast. Fallen Star Beast, specifically full grown, yes. The Burial Watchdogs are, like, fine. I wouldn't say they're fun, but they're not, like, a problem. Hello? Fucking loser. Alright. We'll fight with guard counters, because that's actually going to be more effective against Black Knight. I just wanted to do the parry for the vibes. Okay, both boys. Have a snack. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. How will I one-tap balancers? Repose on balancers overkill the health bar. So... Repose bypasses the fact that you cannot damage them further than their individual health bars. So... Okay, who is this fucking skeleton? Sir? Where the fuck did you come from? How did you aggro? Yeah, so balancers on the surface seems like a problem because of that, but really what makes balancers a problem is not that you can't, like, do all of their HP in one attack. The issue with balancers comes from the fact that they have, like, 17 to 18,000 HP. I crunched the numbers. I'm pretty sure they are mathematically possible without Moraes, but the actual odds of it occurring are very low. Okay, okay, no skill attack power here. Got just really bad shop. I'm gonna buy glint blades. I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Okay. We have enough keys. God, 2 Everjails are outside the circle. That is rough, buddy. Fuck you. Put it in that hand. You know, Giovanni or Instinct both are very good EXE players. I am not familiar with either of those people. I apologize. So as far as keys are concerned, I only need one more since we're not getting oh, I missed your message, Gabe. I don't think a Dark Souls 2 no misinformation run is even possible. I'm sorry. I don't think that's feasible. Skill attack power on the greatsword's good. I didn't eat before I started stream. That'll probably be a mistake. Oh, there's our key. 2 armaments. Damage negation. Millicent's prosthesis, fine. I think I'm going to go into the storm to get that rise. I'm not going to do the Everjail. It's a Godskin Noble. Godskin Noble in the storm is a bit sketch. How will this build particularly do in depth 5? What do you think? I mean, it's just skill attack build, so like it'll. I think that's kind of just like the. I haven't been paying attention to like what the depth meta is. Like, because it's just skill attack build, like, all I would do was switch out the Everjail Relic for just something that helps your damage more consistently. Well, I reasonably assume this is, like, a pretty typical depth build. Okay, I fucking hate you. I hate you. Stop it. The reason I want to go to that rise is because we are looking for a flame shrouding crack tier as well as a warrior jar shard, and rises have a higher chance to drop both of those. I think based on the numbers I looked at, a fire shrouding crack tier is like about like 0.5% chance, and a warrior jar shard is also like 0.5% chance. So it's not like likely by any means, but it's one of the more consistent ways. Because I don't think there's any tier checks. Sometimes they will just drop a dormant, which is unfortunate, but ever turn with the haircut, huge. I should kill the noble, but I'm not comfortable with fighting a noble in the storm. All right, you can't get up there from this one. Fighting a Godskin noble, like he just does some weird stuff sometimes. But, like, because our build is not particularly good right now, I do not want to risk storm fighting him. I will go into the storm to fight the Everjail by the final circle. Because that's just Beastly Brigade. And, like, Beastly Brigade is pretty fucking chill. Because you just click dog and win. Get rid of this lightning pot. I can actually just get rid of one of these keys. Warrior jar shard? Primal Gunstone. But I have to do this Everjail day 1 because I need to spend as much time day 2, like, killing bosses. So, this will be a tiny bit sketch, but should be okay. How was pre-patch Everjail meta? I mean, I never personally minded it. I thought it was fine. Because it's like, you kind of wanted to do Everjails anyways. Because they did just give good buffs. How did that one get behind me? That's not normally how this works. I know a lot of people didn't like it, though. I do appreciate that it's not, like, the only optimal thing to do anymore. Flip side of the coin being, though, is I don't like the fact that in Deep of Night, you just don't know now whether or not you're going to have Everjails, so it feels like you can't make a good, educated decision. It being impossible to know whether or not you're going to get Standard Map or Great Hollow. Ow. Yeah, that's how fucking deflecting works. Vanish Knight moment. Okay. I do not have a particularly good build here. So, with only one heal, I just need to make sure not to throw. And this is just ground slam. That's a atrocious Ash of War. These can you equip Darkened Skin next? I genuinely prefer the Dawn Skin. I think it's better. This is my favorite Executor skin. No, fuck you guys. Nope. Get fucking mauled. All those are pretty worthless. Alright, let's move on to Loretta. Based on the timing of this, Loretta should be slow enough because of my build that Morgott will spawn before we get to a Geel. Oh, also, I was doing some runs of this off stream to like test to make sure this was actually feasible, and Loretta fucking dropped Marais. I didn't one-shot because I was using Raider, so I didn't have my strategy of holding the fucker still. But I can talk. It was just like crazy. I've never seen Loretta drop Marais before. I rarely see her drop a legendary. Okay, I thought that would stagger. Of course, that staggers. Okay, I'm gonna dog. Prefer to use dog on Loretta because it makes her so much more consistent. Skylanders stream win. I'm not streaming Skylanders. It's not happening. Kiza's wheel. Now we're talking. Now we got the fucking... Well, speaking of wheel. Alright, after this run, we'll spin you the wheel, brains. Go knock Stella quick. We got time. I've optimized this route. It's fucking spinning wheel. Yes, you will. No, I won't. One of these days, my chatters will understand that I'm very resistant to doing stream requests. Because I want to do what I want to do. And if I don't do what I want to do, I'm not gonna have fun. Alright, so Morgott's about to spawn. And we're gonna be fighting a Geel when he does, so this is fucking swell. Jesus wheel! Go! Fucking love Giza's wheel. Look at this fucking bullshit. Bite his fucking ankles. Jesus wheel to the face! Oh. That didn't work as well as I thought it would. Ow. Okay, where's Morgoth? Hello? Brother. Where you at?
There is no
Oh, there you at.
for thee, little pillager, bent on stacking the lands of gold.
Okay, we're gonna take the crit. Oh. Oops. I was gonna wheel on him, but I forgot I had a seal in my left hand. Oh, he fucking hopped. Quit the hops. No, stop. I said two-hand. Okay, that's what I get for trying to meme. I just wanted to use the fucking wheel. I mean, this run, I don't think this run's doing it. Because while, yes, we get the guaranteed 21% skill attack power from Estelle, like, I'm not joking when I say we need a full inventory of 21% skill attack power. And we will have 2. So, like, even though I'm guaranteeing that, that does not make this free in the slightest. Like, there's still, like, a lot of RNG involved. And so I still have to, like, not throw. Okay, there's Sword Guy. Hello, Sword Guy. Okay, I tried to take out my sword and it didn't. You miss. Good job, idiot. Proof guard counters. The game really wants us to do it. Stop. Right. This is a good warm-up run because I also let me illustrate kind of what my strategy is for you all. Because there's a very particular reason why we're playing Executor for this. Rather than a character that does more damage with the Grafted Dragon. Because I'm not, like, explicitly trying to one-shot every boss with Executor. It's just he is the most optimal for most bosses. Improve critical hits, go figure. We're getting a lot of affinity attack powers, which is nice. I swear they drop more often than physical attack powers do. I wonder if that's No, that isn't intentional, actually, because I've looked at the drop tables, and they should be the same percentage chance. Okay. That's a skill attack power. There's one. I do want to point out, though, that this damage calculation is not accounting for Warrior Jar Shard. So, Warrior Jar Shard getting that is actually not something I've taken into consideration with the calculations. Improve sorceries and incants. Let's fucking go. We're gonna switch to an Executor Seal build. Through skill FP cost? Nope. Hard. item discovery. Sure. Fucking colossal power stance build? Question mark? Okay. I wonder if Giza's wheel will be good against Estelle. I would assume so. He stays, like, relatively still. Trying to bait him to do the tail. Ow. Okay, this is not gonna work. Wait. The wheel! Is this the boss? I mean, he is a boss. He is not the final boss. Stagger. Or bleed. Hello? Where's my stagger? Bro said no. Alright, so here's our guaranteed grafted dragon. What do I even get rid of? Giza's wheel. It was fun while it lasted. I didn't know Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph was in this game. Well, I mean, no, I'm not going to entertain that. Why am I entertaining this? No. For a brief second, I was like, maybe he's cooking. No, you're not cooking. Stop cooking. Get out of the kitchen. Fucking Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Bye. That I did not change that drop table. I did not change that drop table. What? Huh? No, that can't be right. I have to check the game files after this. I have to double check to make sure I didn't fucking do something stupid. No, there's no way. No, because I changed the reference. I gave Estelle his own unique drop table, right? I gave Estelle it. I didn't change the legendary drop. That had to have just been RNG. Max caught cheating? I freely admitted I was cheating going into this stream. What do you mean caught? This was advertised. But I shouldn't have been cheating in that way. The only quote-unquote cheating I was doing was making like the run-enabling drop possible. Okay, well that's just normal luck. That's not cheating. That's just normal luck. That was just normal good RNG. No, because I changed it. Rastel should be referencing his own unique table. But let me, I can double check. Because if I did fuck that up, then I need to reset the game and fix that. Because that's unintentional. And if this run, for whatever reason, does one-shot, which I don't think it does, But if this run, for whatever reason, does one-shot, I will not count this run. Because if that was just pure RNG, then that's fair game. But if that was because I did something unintentional with the game files, then it's not. This does not count in the slightest. Bye. I find it incredibly unlikely that we RNG'd into a 21% grafted dragon there. Here, let me stand outside the circle for a minute. Let me pop open Smith Box, just so I, like, have it available. Because I can actually check this really quickly. Because I know what I'm looking for. RAM editor. It should be item lot per RAM enemy, row name, import, community names, all. Natural born of the void. Alright, we'll check it after this run. These guys are resistant to fire, by the way. And that's how much damage we're doing. Jesus Christ, dude. Affinity attack power 8%. Hey. That's pretty good. Alright, so let me show you guys what the whole strategy is, and this is why I'm using Executor, because Executor can stagger without doing damage. We know this. We've been using this entire run. The reason why that is important is because I'm uncertain. I think staggered enemies do take slightly more damage, but more importantly, it forces the bug to stand still and sit in the splooge and get splooged on. So what we're going to do is we're basically just going to stand right in front of him and bait out that attack. He has two, like, little forward lunge attacks. This is the other one, and he really likes to chain it, which is great for building up boys. Because, like, this guy, you're normally, like, supposed to stay on his sides because he's very aggressive if you don't. Also, by the way, I'm not counting the 3 or 4 damage that the fucking moth does to him as like, preventing the one shot, because this would just not be feasible. Oh. Oh. he's dead, chat. The Ribboso. Alright, here's the question. Does that run even count? Where'd the boss go? I don't know. I have no clue. Okay. So the item ID table he references is 210004. Which is that? Okay. So he just Straight up references the Legendary Fist table. Is that really what I did? Was that it? Oh. Okay. So what was that? A Black Knife Assassin? In Noclateo? Which has a chance at dropping from the Legendary table. Okay, so if I look at the Legendary table... That's crazy. I looked away. Oh, no, he's dead. I one-shotted him. Okay, so you want to know the fucking insane thing? That was a random drop. That was not... I did nothing with that. That was a random 21% skill attack power drop Grafted Dragon. Which is fucking obscene. Okay, but my question is, because I did some, like, table editing. Oh, I know what I did. No, that run is invalid. I know what I did. Oh my god. I know exactly what I did, and I should have known better. Because what I did, okay, that is an invalid run, but that's the idea. So the reason that's an invalid run is because what I did was I fucked up. And what happened is I forced Grafted Dragon to always spawn with 21% skill attack power. So I RNG'd into the Grafted Dragon. That was pure RNG. What wasn't RNG was the fact that the Grafted Dragon spawned with 21% skill attack power. So what I'm going to do, and this is for the future, if I can't easily fix that issue. I mean, I probably could, actually. So what you're saying is I cheat. Yeah, I cheated. I'm John Cheater. What I can do is let me... Is there a 2106-000 is Grafted Dragon? Is there an 001? There's not. No, I didn't triple cheat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a secondary Grafted Dragon. Alright? There's a reason for this. And we are going to do... This secondary Grafted Dragon, 501, 200, 200. 501, 200, 200. So I just made a second table. And what this second table is going to do is... This is the normal Grafted Dragon. So what I need to do is I need to go to item table parameters, I believe. Let me go to... Natural Born of the Void. I get that item table parameter because it is just referencing straight up Legendary Fist. Let me see, is there a 5? There's not a 5, so we are going to duplicate this. So there's a 5 now, which spawns a Legendary Grafted Dragon, and that's the one I want. So we're going to now take that, we're going to go here, and we're going to make it spawn that. And this one is now, we changed the original Legendary Fist. That one is now referencing the standard ID. Attach effect table parameters. Okay, I'm glad I caught that though, because that was not intentional. I do not want to win in that way. Oh, sorry, it's under parameter custom weapon. So this one needs to go back to normal. This one needs to be changed to 01. So now only Estelle is going to reference the modified Grafted Dragon. Because that table is the one that pulls from item ID. Wait, what? Should be 1, right? Yes. Okay, perfect. So that should work. So I need to close Night Rain, and we will relaunch it. And now we'll only be cheating a little bit now. This is a learning process. I'm basically learning how to mod Night Rain in doing this challenge. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that works in weird ways and is not inherently, like, straightforward in how it operates. So that's why I, like, posted that other video. I'm probably gonna I might post another video talking about what I've learned, because if I learned it, I may as well share that with other people. All right. That's crazy, though. That was such a fucking insane amount of damage. But that's also, that kind of does illustrate why I'm cheating, though, is because, like, Grafted Dragon is the enabler of this run. Without Grafted Dragon, this one-shot, I don't think is realistically possible. It just has to be a Grafted Dragon run. And, like, sure, I RNG'd into Grafted Dragon there. I could farm RNG for Grafted Dragon. Or I could just do something to enable to avoid the fact that I'm rolling for a 0.02%, or it might be 0.2%, I don't remember. Such a low likely possibility that could, in theory, have me doing thousands of runs without seeing it. Give me my wheel. Oh, right. So, for those who have never been here before, we have a redeem over on twitch.tv/MaxTheBaconEater, where people can redeem channel points to spin a wheel. And today we are spinning that wheel because Dr. Brains 008 has redeemed wheel. There are a bunch of things that happen on the wheel. And one of them will occur. I'm going to kill myself. How do you get this again? You already have a sub. I can't gift it to you. Okay. Brains, remind me when your sub expires that I owe you another sub. When does your sub expire? That's insane. You have gotten get a sub 2 times in a row. What is it, a 3% chance? Yeah, you have rolled 2 3% chances. No claw on phone. Well, whenever your sub expires, you are owed another one. But yes, that is one of many things that can occur on the wheel. I still have Undertale playthrough on there, even though if it lands on that, I'm not doing it. So, just FYI, if it lands on Undertale playthrough, you just don't get your points back. I've been looking at it, because Jack's buddy over in YouTube chat left a comment talking about, like, putting my camera in a different place, and to be fair, he is correct. I should put my camera in a different place. The issue is with Night Rains, there's nowhere to put it in a different place. Because right here, I'm covering up on the inventory. Anywhere on the right side, I'm covering up the map. If I put it in the bottom left, I'm covering up my, like, weapon UI. Which I guess that's the least important thing, but I don't know. I feel like this is the best spot. Oh, drive max the broke. Okay, let's not get crazy here. It's $6. You would have to land on that for like 40 years in a row, and I never have any income. So good luck with that. Okay, bro. Fucking die. No, no, no. This is all just assuming, by the way, I didn't brick the Estelle drop, and now he doesn't drop it anymore. God, maybe I don't need a full inventory then. Because, like, he hadn't even really started standing up yet. So he had more time in the splooge. The splooge. But this is also part of the reason why I said I'm probably not going to be posting any more of these one-shots. Because, like... besides Holster, I will probably post Holster. Because Holster's normal. Holster I don't have to do anything crazy for. But, like, here, like... This is for the sake of the final video. Having a dragon scale blade is pretty cool. It's not the best skill attack, but it's pretty decent. It'll be good for a deal. Because you mainly use it for a weapon buff, but... it does do damage. And because Agil is so weak to lightning... You fucking missed. Because Agil is so weak to lightning, it should do, like, pretty decent damage. Okay, that's pretty good. Axe generate lava. I'm good. I should really be checking staves, because they can drop skill attack power. But they don't, because they hate me. Poison Nagakiba is really fucking nice. I'm gonna try and get off a Poison Mist against Bofa. I don't know if that's really gonna work, but we can try. I don't remember what their poison resistance is. I'd love... there is a circle that gets all of the Everjails in. I would love to actually get that once today. Come on now. What are we doing? I don't agree with that. Actually tagged him, or tagged her, not a him. Sorry, Black Knife Assassin, I didn't mean to misgender you. More runes is, like, not super relevant, but I guess it's kind of relevant, because that's what we need right now, is money. Alright, what I should be able to do is I should be able to Poison Mist, and then they all fucking miss because they're chuds. Oh, they went back into it. Okay, that's huge. Don't dodge. Love my Poison Nagakiba. Okay, dude. Yeah, Curse Sword is also pretty great because it doesn't bounce. And so, like, for shield enemies, you can just wail on them. This is a really bad circle. This is somehow, like, worse than last run circle. Alright, I mean, it just means no North Everjail again. Honestly, I really don't even have time to kill the Slurry Knight, but I don't have a choice. There's a chance that I do just reset on this because this circle is atrocious. I couldn't figure out a way to figure out how to make it so there wasn't the variable circle. I think that's tied to event scripts, and I can't really edit those in Smithbox. Yeah, I mean, I think I just have to reset this. Because I don't think I have the time I need to kill Solaria. Maybe I do. Okay. We fine. We good. Die faster, please. I will not be getting the North Sorcerer Rise. I do not have the time. I mean, maybe I do have the time, but I'm just not going to. Attack power while two-handing is, like, I guess kind of still relevant, I guess. I mean, I'll probably switch to Ice Lightning Sword at this point. Dragon Scale Blade is just fucking goated. No, do not want Twiggy Tier. Do not want that. Well, fuck me. That's not full HP. Gotta save dog for Beastly Brigade, so I cannot dog on Banished Knights. No one asked Royal Revenant. Shut up. Once again, it's not like the best Ash of War for skill attack build, but it still chunks a little. Back shots. Alright. Get your ass over here. Shit. I'm pretty sure attacks release a Mist of Charm is not one of the ones that is chain attack finishers. I'll test on Miranda real quick. There are two types. There's one that is chain attack finishers or chain attacks, and there's another one which is enemy group kills. Okay, yeah, this is enemy group kills. That's what I thought, because it only triggered on the last Banished Knight, but don't die. Don't die to the fucking... Can you stop? Kill the bug. Roar Medallion is actually relevant because of dog, and we're about to use dog. We're about to go bork, bork, bork. Should probably check the seals. Proof critical hits. We don't need that right now. That's interesting. I still get the charm miss when in dog form. Which held in hand passives work while in dog form is not consistent. And it's much like everything in this game. I love Night Rain, but it is an inconsistent hellhole. Something with the same wording can work in 3 different ways for some reason. And I don't know why. I guess Glint Blades. May as well kill the Poison Ruins guy real fast. No reason not to. We've got plenty of time. See, like, Ice Lightning Sword still gets the job done. Still does good damage. There's Big Man. There's Big Man. Who shot me? Ow. Gotta remember to check small merch on the way to Noclateo, because we have not checked that yet. I mean, it works. There is a single small merch seed, I believe, that has 24% skill attack power, and that same small merch seed also has an 18% skill attack power. It is a Vike's War Spear shop. Sadly, I checked Vike's War Spear because that was also like potential for like an Ash of War that could one-shot, and the damage was not there. Grafted Dragon's the only Ash of War I have found that can even remotely get the correct amount of damage. No, get back here. I ducked it? How did I duck it? Trying to get across. There it is. Don't do that. See, this is why you just dog on Loretta. That's why you don't fuck around and you just use dog. I mean, as much as I love Dragon Scale Blade, Rivers of Blood do just be better. Maybe not against a guild, to be fair. Hopefully we can kill a Gil before Morgott, or a Morgott spawns before a Gil. One of the two. Do not care which one. I just don't want them to be fighting me at the same time. What's up, nerds? That's doing pretty well. Okay, bro. Improve attack power at full HP? Sure.
There is no escape for thee.
There is no escape for thee.
Bent on stacking the lands of gold.
Oh, I forgot I had the summoning attack. Nah, man. That shit is waning so hard right now. Me when I wane. I do want to say, honestly, I think if this run does somehow one-shot again, I don't think it will, but if it does, I'm going to go back into the game files again, and I'm going to make it so Estelle always drops Grafted Dragon, but not with skill attack power. Because if we do it again, that means this is way too easy, and I made it too easy. I guess fire attack power is technically something. That is technically damage, so we will buy it. What? Why did I just explode? Oh, that was my Vengeful Spirits activating. I'm getting fucking fucked. Me when I Bruce my Wayne. Exactly. So you get it. Oh, that's interesting, actually. This is one of the few dual element weapons in the game. Because there's not a lot of weapons that do base, one kind of damage. And then can be spawned with an affinity. Outside of, like, there's, like, Sonaf. It just clicked with me that is a pretty abnormal thing to see. Clayman's Fire Harpoon doing magic and fire damage. Because to be fair, my damage testing I did was when I wasn't doing, like, the funny, like, stagger thing. So, like, I may have underestimated how much that actually, like, increases my damage on average by. Because he just fucking stands in one place like a chud. I don't want that. I was like, legendary? Cool. Kind of pointless. Blessed Dew, honestly, is better than Roar Medallion. Hello. Jesus, those vengeful spirits were crazy. Oh, speaking of Sonaf. Do I care about you? No. Charge attacks? No. Sonaf is also something I tested for its L2 to see if it was worth it, and it wasn't. That shit still sucks. They're like, oh no, Sonaf is too good in my single-player game. Now we need to nerf it. I don't know why I made the Japanese company, like, vaguely German. I guess it's not even German. Probably closer to Austrian. Nerd. I mean, yeah, there's, like, no planet where this one-shots. We haven't even seen, like, affinity attack power buffs, I don't think. Ow. Roll catch moment. I'm getting my fucking shit rocked. Do the tail move? Or that's fine too, I guess. Rivers of Blood moment? Uh-oh, I broke it. Oops. I broke it. Chat, I broke it. Oops. How did I break it? Oh, wait, I know how I broke it. He's referencing the wrong one. You are referencing the original table, correct? No. What? You're referencing 210005, which in turn references 21060001. Parameter custom weapon, which is in turn referencing this. Which is not looking correct. What happened here? Oh, wait, did the internal parameters get offset? Is that what happened? What? No, they should be referencing the same. That's weird. Oh, wait, I think I see. No. What? This shit don't make sense. Why did it spawn with two-handing? Oh, you know what? I may know why it spawned with two-handing. This is really funny, actually. I think I rolled a, like, 0.1% chance. Oops. Hold on. skill attack power. Can I delete all of these? And change you to be wah, 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 wah. Oh, here, actually, let's just... Where's the one I want? That one. Alright, that should hopefully fix it. Hopefully. I have to wait for it to shut down before I can relaunch it. There we go. I do want to try like a quote-unquote bad run to see how much my margins are. Because I do think there's actually a decently strong possibility that I made it too easy and that I should make it so Grafted Dragon does not guaranteed spawn with skill attack power. But I need to see if I can get 2 back-to-back runs. Because if I can get 2 back-to-back runs, it's definitely too easy. You guys are kind of joining me for a bit of a modding adventure. Like, that's why I'm not, like, as much turning these into videos, because this is more of just getting footage. I did not want that crit. Oh. No. I guess this has buckler parry, so I'll keep it. Has some niche use. Is what I'd say if I was a loser. Got a bunch of rocks. Great. Wow, wow, wow. Give me something goated from this box. You know you want to. Balls and a bow. I'm good. Okay, that was weird. I didn't get my guard counter, but that still works. I guess I'm not going to small merch yet. That's right. Oh, black knife. That was rude. You're not allowed to use that twice in a row. Pretty clean black knife. Oh, that didn't kill. I'm so used to doing so much more crit damage. I guess physical attack power. It's not actually helpful for this run, but it helps me just move faster leading up to the kill. Okay, can you stop fucking jumping? Dude, this circle keeps moving further and further south the more runs we do. What is this bullshit? Why is it so far south? You can basically do all of Noclateo in this circle. That's insane. Like, this may be a reset just because this circle is somehow even worse. Yeah, you know what? I'm not playing this circle. This circle blows. I'm not doing this. This circle sucks. I'm hoping this is the only boss I need to, like, cheat on. And once again, by cheating, I mean just making it so what would be atrociously specific RNG is just guaranteed. It's not actually something impossible. But Augur is just going to take a lot of experimentation. Balancers may need a little bit of help. Because that's just a lot of HP to get through. And without an external buff like Morgott or Libra, I don't know how consistent that's actually going to be. Ripple Blade. Interesting. not scholars, so who cares, but... It is a rare find, as a general rule. You don't see Ripple Blade that often. So, the game audio is way too loud. I have to take more runes. I think taking more runes now will kind of counteract the fact that I am not taking 10k right there. Well, it's only 10% though. So what? I lost 10k, which means in order to get 10k back, I need to earn a... Oh, yeah, no, that was not worth it. I just did the mental math. I would need 100k worth of runes to make 10k. So, yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb. You fucking mind your own business, dude. Don't climb on the tree. Fucking weirdo. Please be a not dog shit circle. Be pretty cool. Spamming your grab. What are we doing? Just over there trying to regain her poise. Nope. Stop using that. That circle is much better. Dude, stop jumping. This circle means I just have a lot more time to kill Solarian Knight, and I don't need to, like, rush. This is also the last key. I think I can actually fight Godskin Noble in this circle, so I do need to source an additional key. I think this is actually a pretty reasonable Godskin Noble circle. This one is skill attack power on something, right? No, just on blades. Okay, this is the glint blade shop. Good search sprint, dude. Alright, kill Noble, then kill Banished Knights. Because we have more time to kill Banished Knights than we do Noble. Alright, there's our last key. Open. Skill of PCOS. Oh, it's got Angel, right? That's Wing Scythe, not Halo Scythe. Angel Wings is not that good. To my knowledge, at least. Maybe it's better than I remember. Love when I'm like in my brain, like, why do my knees hurt so much? Meanwhile, I'm fucking sitting cross-legged in my chair. Like a fucking weirdo. Both those are just shit. Don't fuck around with the circle. The circle is death. Okay, that's fine. Really, a charge attack gets through his shield. It's probably a charge attack in an R1, to be fair. Because I did hit him with an R1 in the shield prior. Alright, but that is all 6 Everjails, so that's very good. have to do some storm shenanigans for Beastly Brigade, but that's fine. It's really not a big deal. There is a bug, so we should kill the bug. Silver Scarab is actually pretty decent, because most legendary drops are influenced by item discovery. And now I actually know that for a fact, because I've looked at the parameters, and sure enough, they are influenced by item discovery. I don't know exactly how they're influenced as far as, like, what, like, 40 item discovery here correlates to as far as chance. I'm assuming it's a 1-to-1 ratio to the weight. So, like, a 50 item discovery weight on legendary. Like, that's the weighted chance without item discovery. I'm assuming that becomes 90. Would make the most sense to just be a direct weight adjustment. But I'm not 100% certain. Sadly here, we do not have a good Ash of War to use, so we are just gonna have to not suck. Oh, that is helpful. In fact, I only have 15% skill attack power. This is actually a really bad run thus far. Don't kick me. Fucking loser. I wanted to unsheath there, but fine. And goodbye. Guard counters activate holy attacks is fine. In fact, I don't know if the first night boss actually can drop anything that's helpful. I don't think they're capable of dropping the physical or affinity attack power. So, first night boss, realistically, we just want something that helps us fight normally. Like, holy attacks is nice because it's a little extra stance pressure on guard counters. Because it doesn't really do that much damage. The summoning one is way better, just in general. Does more damage and does more poise. Just dog here, what am I doing? Something good? None of that's any good. Yeah, we're just seeing nothing, dude. I think even though it's gray, I'll still spam Unsheath. It may be worth upgrading the Executor's Katana to blue in situations like this, just to make it a little more usable, but I don't know. It's probably not really that big a difference in the grand scheme of things. Because we just have no good weapon. But because we don't have the 35% damage boost on Curse Sword using this build, it's like not as good to just use on its own. Like Unsheath puts in fucking work. God, Unsheath is so fucking good. Pole Blade. I think that Ashen War is decent. I don't use it a ton. Why is it saying it does 100 damage?
There is no
Game?
escape for thee, little pillager. Bent on sacking the lands of gold.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. Also did, like, a lot of poise damage. I did do so much poise damage. Personally, I think they should have made Morgott drop a dormant. Because, like, the Libra buff is better, and you get a free deal, and if you kill him, you get a talisman drop. Like, why is Libra so much better? Oh, that's interesting. I'm actually going to take Symbol of Avarice here. Because it's better item discovery. No, this is like the really bad one. Yeah. Like, I care a little bit about staying at full HP, but not really a ton. Thought the Holy Explosion micro staggered. Yeah, I mean, I think we can ditch the katana at this point. Wait, why does two-handing it knock its attack power? That's gotta be a visual bug. Because two-handing it says it has a lower attack power, but that can't be correct. Oh, wait, no, it's because two-handing it, you get the chain attack stuff. You know, no, never mind. That's not a visual bug. That's a mechanic thing. It's just really weird looking. Hello? This is why you fight Black Knight with the Curse Sword, because for whatever reason, specifically with Executor's Curse Sword, she will stay on the offensive. But, like, if you use any other weapon with any other character, she tends to do shit like that, where she just, like, lore walks. It's really weird. I don't know why her AI works that way. Alright, well, this is, like, kind of the perfect, like, bad run I wanted to see, like... That's interesting. I mean, I guess I'll do Axe of Godfrey. I don't know, doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Ritual Shield, Jesus. All of the full HP damage negation. Oh, what was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, this is kind of the perfect, like, bad run I wanted, though, because, like... If this is a really bad run and it still gets really close, then I need to make it so the 21% skill attack power is not guaranteed. God, that item discovery's pretty work, though. No, I didn't mean to do that. Proof attack power, full HP, sure. Oh, bestial vitality. I was about to say, what am I, like, why am I healing? It's because of bestial vitality. You guys, you guys like the turning on and off sound effect? That's incredible. How did all of those miss? Like, I know it's his hand, and his hand hitboxes are, like, really funky, but... doing a lot more poison damage than I would have thought. Okay, did I actually fix it? No, okay, it's still broken. Well, isn't that interesting? Why is it still broken? You are dropping from that item table, which is calling that equip custom parameter. That is calling that, which is calling this buff table, which is calling this, which is only skill. Okay, I don't know why it's actually still broken. It's really weird. That's actually really bizarre. Because everything should be calling properly here. Why are you broken? That's apparently a problem. Oh, I see why. Well, no, that shouldn't be why it's broken. But we'll fix that, because that is incorrect. Why are you broken? Okay. So, this is calling from 05, and 05 should call... It's calling... Okay, I figured out why it's broken. That was a bit of a silly on my end. I forgot to change an ID. Alright. This is hopefully the last time we have to quit and restart. Hopefully. Oh, here. Ads are gonna run. So I'm gonna run ads. I'm gonna open this and then piss. They call me the pisser. Welcome back from the ad room chat. Okay, hopefully everything's working properly now. And then I can do a run, realize that I made it too easy, make it harder, and then cry and be like, why did I do this to myself? Anyways. Bug. Holy shit, best viewers. Automod didn't catch that one. What the fuck, Automod? Thank you, Zai. No, I didn't want back shots. Or I guess I was giving the back shots. Stop it. Nope. 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 Honestly, just like getting a warrior jar shard would be kind of hype. Attacks inflict sleep. We'll use that over the katana because it's funny. Oh, holy shit, we got a fire tier. Okay, that's like fucking massive. Unironically. That's a 30, that's like a, like, I want to say 35% fire damage buff. Finding the time to use it might be a little weird, but it should still be fine. No, that's actually perfect. Nope. Nope. Well, I guess guard counters technically is handy. So I shouldn't have gotten rid of that, but that's fine. We just have our sleep scythe. Sleep scythe. Chat, why can't I ever speak correctly? Why am I dumb? Don't answer that. Oh, black knife. Hello? Wake up? How did my guard counter miss? Get over here. Skill attack power, huge. I don't know how good Piercing Fang is. I mean, it's probably good enough to use over the Sleep Scythe. Let's just be unreal. The Sleep Scythe is kind of funny, and that is about it. Seems to be alright. Holy shit, an actually good circle. It's a miracle. They said it couldn't be done. Honestly, part of me is kind of hoping that I didn't actually fix the problem, and that Grafted Dragon will still spawn without skill attack power. Because that would make this more satisfying, because we have the fire tier, this, like, run actually has potential. Even if there wasn't that skill attack power. Holy. Okay, let's see, only skill attack power here, we need that. For once, we actually don't need the blood boils. I know. Unheard of. Ant Sparrow with Lightning Slash is actually really good for a heal. Though Meteoric Orb Blade, because of Piercing Fang, will do piercing damage, I think. I assume that's a Ash of War overwrite. But Lightning Splash and Splash. God, I can't speak. Why is it so hard? I don't understand. The answer is it's not. I'm just dumb. Improve charge attacks, I'll hang on to that. I still do some charge attacks. This is before we've even seen Small Merch yet. Theoretically, there could be another 21% skill attack power at Small Merchant. Run Crystal Staff have. Attacks, no one cares. Fire Scorpion Charm is actually, like, good. That's actually, yeah, that's one of the talismans we want. It's either that or Warrior Jar Shard. I think Warrior Jar Shard might technically do slightly more damage, because there might be, like, a little bit of physical damage involved. Because the damage is majority fire. I don't know if it's completely fire, though, but Fire Scorpion Charm still totally works. If we get Warrior Jar Shard, that actually means we drop Ritual Sword Talisman. Which I'm okay with, because that means I don't even have to be at full HP. Okay. I have a second one now. This fucking game. I don't need two. Let's just do. Oop. Does a lot of poise damage. Okay. I've never really used Piercing Fang. That's pretty fucking good. I do have to go into this fort to get a key. guess having 2 flame tiers is actually, like, pretty good, though, because, like, in case, like, I fuck up the timing on one of them, I have a second one still. I am a little worried about circle closing. We gotta kill Banished Knights pretty fast, but I have a good Ash of War, so... Like, Piercing Fang should do really good. Really good work. Okay, got the last key. Yep, move. Dork. Alright, we're fine on timing. We got Piercing Fang, we got Lightning Slash for Agil. I don't know which one will be better, Piercing Fang or Lightning Slash for Agil. Probably Piercing Fang, honestly. It does a lot of poise damage, but we can always test Lightning Slash. Dude, get back here. Still should kill the bugs, because I'm looking for... Okay. Not if they're gonna fucking do that. Still am looking for Warrior Jar Shard. Because that's better than Ritual Sword, as I said. Dog. I wonder if Piercing Fang micro staggers Loretta. It would make sense. It seems like an Ash of War that would do it. Well, let's pick up some Starlight Shards. I haven't actually been needing them because things tend to die fast enough, but still grab it. Race while walking. I don't use the Cursed Sword as much, but there are still plenty of instances where I do use it. This Banished Knight is one of them. Loretta's realistically another one. I mean, if it works, it works. I'm shocked he went for that move first. Sure, Blood Loss in Vicinity. Wrong button to heal. That was almost bad. For reference, my healing controls in Night Rain, for whatever reason, are swapped. From like regular Elden Ring. My X button in regular Elden Ring is my heal button, so sometimes I just hit the wrong button. Okay. I guess Meteoric Orblade does magic damage, so it's not gonna do that much damage. Fucking Greta, man. I just should always fight her with the Curse Sword, because whenever I tried to not, like, sometimes it works out, most of the time it doesn't. Dragon Scale Blade is like fine. Probably do better on a Geel than the Ant Spur. This does potentially... Here, dog is faster. At least I'm pretty sure dog. I've never done like a speed test. It's kind of hard to do a speed test. I'm pretty sure dog is faster than just surge sprinting. Fuck, that's bad.
Little pillager, bent on sacking the lands of gold.
It's up here. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I actually need the Starlight Shard there. Okay. Oh, I couldn't tell. Oh, that's a rare move. Okay, all things considered, that could have been a lot worse. What the fuck? What is this weird fucking... There it is. I was about to say, like, where's his dagger made? Okay, that was really awful timing for Morgoth, but we pulled through. It was not clean, but that's okay. Didn't. It means we're a little later in the Noclateo than we have been in these runs, but it's fine. We still got plenty of time. Especially because, like, compared to our crit runs, I think this is going to be generally faster kills. It's just... as a general rule, a little bit easier to kill with skills quickly as opposed to large crits. I think this is our first look at small merch, too. I will take fire attack power just in case we don't fill out our whole inventory. Damage negation, sure. Jesus. Or improve physical damage negation? Sure. Makes it significantly harder to screw up and die like a moron. Okay, I do think I hear the bug. Full HP buff is fine, I guess. Okay. Their skill attack power buff. Discovery. Another ant spur. Jesus. That's our third improved physical damage negation, by the way. That's wild. Okay, does that mean every buff in my inventory is helping me? Yes. For not even being the charged up skill, that was a lot of damage. I wonder if it, if not charged, it still benefits. Alright, next to go is Dragon Scale Blade. In fact, I think I will probably preemptively send it on its way. Alright, next to go is actually the Firegrave Scythe. God, that down slash, like, fucking chunks. I have underestimated this Ash of War. Okay, that is kind of what I wanted. I kind of did want it to still be broken, honestly. So... Oh, that's really annoying. It's got Savage Pillars of Flame while walking. Alright, so for reference, if this is the one-shot, and this does end up on YouTube for whatever reason, I have made it so Estelle always drops a Grafted Dragon. Right now, I was originally running it with guaranteed skill attack power as well, but that doesn't seem to be working, but I'm like actually okay with that, because I don't think it's actually necessary. The only reason I did that is because the Grafted Dragon is absolutely necessary in order to complete the run. If you do not get a Grafted Dragon, this one-shot is not really possible, based on my number crunching. However, I do not think skill attack power on the Grafted Dragon is actually required. We shall see. The fact that it's Savage Pillars of Flame while walking is really annoying, because that means I have to have my Meteoric Ore Blade equipped, and then once I get the Stagger, I need to swap to it. And then use the L2. Thankfully, it doesn't seem Savage Pillars triggers while I'm actively using the L2, so that's good. Everything, so the only thing left to replace would be if I score an 18% skill attack power, and it would be the full HP buff. I don't like having to stay at full HP, but it's fine. Full HP can just be a little hard to maintain when you've got the fucking moth doing poison. I really don't know why it's still broken. Like, what I did should have fixed it. In this instance, I don't particularly mind because it allows me to do this in a less potentially scummy way. I don't know. I don't think it's scummy because, like, he's totally Estelle is totally capable of dropping this. It's just RNG. And because this is the only thing that can actually accomplish what we're trying to do, I think it's fine. It's always spawning with 21% skill attack power. Yeah, maybe that's too much. But thankfully, because it's broken, I don't think it's going to matter. We have two 21s, two 18s, and a 14. Plus, we have 35% coming from the Flame Shrouding Crack tier. One can only hope it is enough. Come here, egg boy. Come on. I love how resistant this guy is to fire, and, like, this still just fucking melts him. Plus 8% affinity attack power, too. Yeah, this probably will do it, honestly. This will probably accomplish it. If I get poisoned, it probably won't, honestly. I think if I get poisoned, I'm basically fucked. I guess I don't need Starlight Shards. Okay. Unequip this. So the plan is, somewhere while deflecting, I Shroud and Crack tier. And then Once I get the stagger, I need to, remember, switch off the Grafted Dragon and click Bear Witness. I need to get it off pretty much as early as possible so he spends as much time in the splooge as possible. And hopefully the Moth behaves. I will reiterate once again, when the Moth hits the Scorpion with magic, it does like 3 damage per hit. We are not invalidating the one-shot with that, because honestly, with how much setup this takes, it will be practically impossible to make it so the Moth does not hit the Scorpion. We can be a little reasonable with this. See, like, he just did 6 damage with that volley. We are not actively trying to abuse the fact that he does that. So, alright, use this now. That. Oh, that's it. Good shit. Yeah, I think that's fair game. Honestly, that's fair game. Once again, the only thing I changed was making sure Estelle always dropped Grafted Dragon, because Grafted Dragon is the only Ash of War that can actually pull off the one-shot. Based on my math, and it be reasonable. So, I think it's valid. Like, I think that's fine. I think that's okay. And that was just like, we just got good RNG. And honestly, our inventory wasn't perfect either. But like, that kind of just shows you how much damage Grafted Dragon does to this boss if it's staggered. Because legitimately in my testing, it was doing around 4,000 damage as a base hit. No other Ash of War can even hope to do that in one button press. Because Candlestand is like, was the obvious like potential one shot at first, until you realize what makes Candlestand good is that you can chain cast it. You can't, as far as a one shot is concerned, you can't do that. You get your one button press. I mean, fuck yeah. He still had time to be down too, honestly. Like, what other Ashes of War would... Like, there's spells that leave splooge, but the problem with spells is I would have to play Recluse, and then I can't stagger him and can't manage to keep him in splooge. Because the problem is after a certain HP, he just digs into the ground, and once he starts digging into the ground, he is invulnerable. So, the stagger is how you get him to not be invulnerable and take all of the damage of the fire on the ground. The only other option I can see is Wild Earl, and that would probably require Marais. You would probably have to hit Marais, because Wilder leaves a little fire splooge. Flame of the Red Mains doesn't do enough damage. Devour Scepter doesn't do enough damage. Sonaf doesn't do enough damage. Like, I do think Grafted Dragon was the only thing that could do that. I even tested Marais. Marais only did around 1,500. Now, obviously, you'll have Marais stacks, but I still have to count the 1,500 in the damage calculations, and it just wasn't looking likely. Who would have thought Executor would claim this victim? Honestly, I originally didn't think I'd use Executor. I thought it would probably... Once I had the Grafted Dragon idea, I thought it would be Raider, Wilder, or Undertaker. Raider was my first option, actually. Raider was what I was originally going to one-shot Sentient Pest with. But Executor actually is optimal here because you still want to stagger him to keep him in place. Fuck yeah. Good shit. It only required a wee bit of cheating. Just a wee bit. Oh, that's a decent blue relic. It's got Everjails on it. So wait, that leaves Holster, Augur, and Balancers left. Balancers is gonna be something, chat. I don't know what to do for Balancers. Because Balancers, you just really do not do enough damage. Let me... real quick... return... Estelle to his prior state. So now Estelle, next time I boot up the game, will be back to normal. Does Augur have Morgott? I don't think Augur does have Morgott. I've not investigated Augur yet. I believe Augur does get mausoleums. Maybe not. No, he actually doesn't get mausoleums. No, he does. Does he just not get any mausoleums on standard map? Trying to figure it out because Matt's website says Maris gets walking mausoleums. And I can't find it on the map. Because I believe he has it marked with the big red circle thingy. Oh no, there's one. There's one on standard map. Okay, well, we don't really care about that because that's just a dupe, and we have Noclateo for that. It doesn't have to happen to be a Noclateo seat that has a walking mausoleum, right? No. Okay, it looks like I want pattern 158, maybe, because it's got a Noster Plague, but honestly, I don't even care about that. I don't want 157 because that has a... Actually, no, I can come back to that big merch on day 2, actually. It just means I'd have to get Godskin Noble on the far left Everjail on day 2, but I can do everything else on day 1. Stoneskin Lords as a first Everjail is kind of cringe, not gonna lie. But other than that, the seed looks fine. So this is a potential seed. So 157 is one. 155 would be one, but it doesn't have a big merchant. Alright, so it looks like I'll be doing 157 for Augur. And then we already have our seed picked out for the other two. Alright, I'm gonna call it here for today because I'm just hungry and it's a short stream. We got enough of a one shot. I think honestly, that is the most that can be expected from me to do. Once again, Grafted Dragon was the enabler of the one shot. It was the absolutely necessary thing. So, and honestly, yeah, like I didn't even give it to me at the start of the inventory. I know it seems like I'm trying to justify it, and that's because I am, but like, yeah. I don't like the fact that I do have to do it, but I think it is the most reasonable thing to do. At the very least, it shows that there is a universe where this could occur. Anyways, that all being said, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all probably tomorrow.